Life After Neverland. If you are our Masked Singer viewers, we just want to apologize. It's been a little while since we've been with you guys. You know that the World Series was happening. On a funny side note, I used to think that the World Series was racing. Yeah. Anyways, the World Series once again came in and interrupted my TV viewing. How rude. So that took us a while, and then we had our anniversary vacation, and we had a big painful situation. One of our pets had a tragic situation, and we've just been healing from that, and we just didn't feel right. I don't think we even really felt happy, so we didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, and so here we are, back again. We hope you can join back in with us. I know it's been a while since you guys have watched episode 5, 6, and 7, so hopefully you can enjoy a recap with us.
All right, so who are we going to start with?
I'm going to go with episode 5 and episode 7, because then you're going to get similar Masked Singers, so we don't waste your time. So the first one was the Roddy, round 1 in episode 5. They said that, you know, they showed the angel drawing and it had a little bit of a halo. This Roddy had some starts in musical theater. Also, they said that their hero was Bruce Lee and Boys to Men. They had 3 puppies that were playing, and their names were Kale, Carolina, and Little Pete. Some of the judges thought that it was Kevin Jonas and Brian Luttrell from the Backstreet Boys. We think that it's Chris Daughtry.
Chris Daughtry for sure. So, you know, Chris Daughtry has kids. Chris Daughtry was in musical theater. And in the latest episode, episode 7, they were talking about how he was saying how he had a rough start, and it showed him like in a small, messy apartment. It did show something with like crime scene. I'm not really sure what that was all about. But it just looked like maybe he grew up in a rough neighborhood. And I think Chris Daughtry, when he was on American Idol, was talking about how rough his family had it with him growing up. So, not
to mention, he had a different type of success by going through American Idol in order to achieve stardom. So I think that could be a little rough.
And they didn't even guess Chris Daughtry.
No, but I will tell you this. Sean was listening to it, and I was in the other room, and I heard Chris Daughtry's voice, and I didn't even realize it was the Rottweiler.
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking Chris Daughtry. I was trying to like peg the voice, and then she was in the other room, and she goes, "Oh my God, that sounds like Chris Daughtry." And as soon as she said it, that's all I could hear.
And also, he is from North Carolina, so one of the animal
he's from North Carolina?
Carolina, yes. And
that's
Pete,
it.
Little Pete was another name, and he played Peter Pan in a musical back when he was younger. So, but I'm not sure Kale. Maybe he likes to eat kale. Does anyone know what the kale reference is?
I mean, he looked like he was he looks like he's a health nut.
Oh my goodness. So anyways, I think Chris Daughtry, faux shizzle.
Yep.
Let us know what you guys
think.
I
agree.
Okay, then they had the Ladybug. The Ladybug had a trophy for best host, family drama, and then she says the queens of the world taught her how to be a lady. And so it was revealed in episode 7 that it was Kelly Osbourne. She was sent home.
Kelly Osbourne, I think did we guess Kelly Osbourne previously, or I feel like we did.
You might have. I had no idea who it was, to be perfectly honest. But I thought it was funny when they thought it was Lindsay Lohan, and she really took offense to that.
She kept getting mad.
So I thought that was a good giggle. But family drama totally makes sense. And I think most recently there was a golf cart that they had mentioned as a clue. She actually ran into a porta potty with a golf cart, so that's hilarious. I wish I'd known that. So anyways.
Oh, and she said, "I'm not afraid to get my wheels dirty" when they showed the golf cart.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So I thought that was great. Love Kelly Osbourne. I think, you know, on episode 7, it makes sense why she went home. I guess she kind of fell flat a little bit in her performance. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, compared to the other singers, she did good, but she's not on the same level as the rest of them.
Right on. All right, so then we have the tree.
The tree's so funny because it's got that big goofy like smile on the Christmas tree, and when the person sings, it matches the face on the tree. It always cracks me up.
Yeah, the tree has me stumped.
Well, let's branch out and come up with some ideas of who we think it might be.
I don't know who you guys think. You know, they showed her in the episode 5. They showed that she was playing the piano with her family, and she mentioned a lot of holiday shows like Home Alone, Elf. And she said she's a brand ambassador for food, and I know that they had mentioned food several times in her past Clue packages, and I don't know, I was thinking it was Candace Cameron only because she does a lot of Hallmark Christmas shows, but like I said, I'm stumped. The only other thing I can think of, Candace Cameron also has some cookware that she sells, but they were thinking it was Zooey Deschanel, and Rachel Ray. I do not think it's Rachel Ray. I agree with Jenny. Rachel Ray has kind of a raspy voice.
And I remember Rachel Ray, unless I'm totally making this up. We saw Rachel Ray live, and I remember at some point her saying that she's a horrible singer.
Oh, you know what? I think I do too.
When we saw her live, like during one of the breaks, she said something about being a horrible singer. It's not Rachel Ray.
No, it's definitely not Rachel Ray.
In the latest episode, she said something about soup. Her item was a bowl of soup, and she said if it wasn't for soup, she wouldn't be where she is today. So they're trying to draw the connection of like, was she in a soup commercial, or did she make the soup, and it, did her soup get her like found? I don't know.
Oh my goodness, these clues.
Some of the it showed
are very hard.
It showed a playbill, and they said Amy Sadoris or something. I didn't recognize the name, but apparently she was on Broadway. Sarah Jessica Parker was a guest. They think it might be Sarah Jessica Parker because she said about Strangers with Candy, and I guess Sarah Jessica Parker was in that movie. One of the hints that I didn't understand, there was a playbill, and it said bank on it, and there was a bunch of pennies. And no one seemed to be able to connect the dots on that one. And I couldn't connect the dots either. I was like pennies, like bankrupt, or is it a show that has something to do with a bank and pennies? I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know.
This one definitely is a rough one. Let us know what you guys think. We'd love your input. We have a great follower. Her name is Michelle. She's always sending us ideas on Instagram. So Michelle, if you have any ideas, please let us know.
Yeah, Michelle, we need you to dig into the Christmas tree for us.
Yes. Help us. Next we have the penguin, and in this episode, the penguin was eliminated. And let's just go through some of the clues.
Which I was kind of happy about because the penguin was kind of annoying me. Like okay, so you look at the cheetah, and the cheetah is like perfect and you look at the Rottweiler, and the Rottweiler's like licking and stuff. But like penguin was just being spastic. And
not really acting like a penguin.
It was annoying me.
I'm not sure. Are they supposed to act like their character? Who knows?
Yes, they are.
Coming from Disney performers, right? You're not performing the penguin properly, okay? But anyway, she said she spent much of her time on the D list. She was made fun of. There was a little post-it note that said something about a snaggletooth. She said that she overcame a lot of her insecurities and her fears by making others laugh. People thought that she was Wanda Sykes, Sherry Shepherd, and Mindy Kaling from The Office. I actually thought it was Mindy Kaling, and it turns out it was
Sherry Shepherd, which was my guess.
I don't know anything about Sherry Shepherd.
I don't either. I kept saying Sherry Shepherd only for the fact that when they were showing the celebrities, her body like matched the penguin's body perfectly, and I was like, oh, that's definitely who it is.
What a cutie she is. I thought she had a great attitude, a great vibrant personality. Yeah. I'm glad she was able to be
when she got unmasked, I felt guilty for like being like, oh, the penguin's annoying, because then she actually ended up being like a really like nice person.
Nice person. Yeah. She said something about dating or having relationships with presidents that threw me off big time, and it turns out on her show, she's on The View.
She's on The View.
She's on The View, and so she interviewed presidents. Okay. And so that is where that clue came from, if you didn't already know, which you probably already do, and we are late to the game.
We are late to the game. We actually binge watched all 3 episodes in a row.
We did, you guys, so thanks again for watching, even though we are late, okay? Flower. The flower is next. This one is interesting. They showed a French flag, so that's new. Something I don't know, it just threw me off from my prior guesses. She's never had a voice lesson.
However, she's got the most range out of all the singers, so she is a seasoned singer, and she has sung for many, many years. It's obvious. She's gonna be one of those older celebrities where I'm gonna be like, huh? And she's gonna be like, you don't know who that is? That's what's gonna happen.
Well, one of the things that's throwing me off, okay, so there was a $13 price tag. Her favorite band is Kings of Leon. I don't even know who that is.
That's my generation, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so stuck in the 80s, here you go. They thought that it was Anita Baker and a few others. I had ADHD on that one. But I thought it was Patti LaBelle. Remember, we thought it was Patti LaBelle?
That's still their guess in episode 7, too.
So I still think it's Patti LaBelle, surely on The Voice. She has a very distinctive voice, and
yeah, we're going to have to... Sorry.
No, all I was going to say is I just can't peg it being anyone else. That voice is extremely distinctive, but what throws me off is that she's never had a voice lesson. Wouldn't that be interesting if Patti LaBelle has never had voice lessons? That's fascinating, if it is her. But I was studying online because I feel very strongly that it is her, and Lady Marmalade is a song, I think maybe she wrote it, but it has French undertones, obviously. And then she's had 13 Grammys, and her birthday is 5/24, which I forgot to mention because they showed that number also.
Oh, they showed 5/24 actually twice. So we're gonna have to scratch our very first guess, which was Blossom. It's obviously not Blossom.
That would have been really cool. I really felt like we had some good clues on that one too.
All right, so Flower, she said she's an introvert, but she's not afraid to perform. So she spends her downtime in her rose garden by herself at her house. But when it comes time to perform, she does not shy away from the spotlight. She showed a deck of cards as her hint, and no one understood the deck of cards. And she said, "It's not the cards you're given. It's not the hand you're dealt. It's how you play them," which is kind of a poker reference. So.
And the only thing I could think of with Patti LaBelle is back in the olden days, she did a performance. It was a Christmas performance, and I guess she didn't know her lyrics very well, and so they had cue cards that they were holding up for her, and I guess the cue card dude couldn't keep up with her, so they're thinking that that's what that reference is for, but that might be a stretch.
That sounds like a stretch to me.
But her term of endearment is boo boo. She does say that, and then they talked about dream girls, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So she mentored Jennifer Hudson in that movie, Dreamgirls.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
I think they got that one right. It's Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle.
Love it. All right, the next is my favorite right now, the fox.
Yeah, I think the fox is like this year's rabbit. Everyone really likes the fox. And I'm going to go on a record and say, if you go back to our like first or second video, like we've been saying Wayne Brady this whole time, and no one else was, because we're watching the other YouTube videos. No one was saying Wayne Brady until now. We've been saying it for like 5 weeks now. I'm just saying.
I just think that if we're wrong, we're going to look so stupid.
No, we're not wrong.
Same thing with Chris Daughtry. It's literally on his voice, but Wayne Brady to me has a specific way about him.
His movement, his hand stuff. Mm-hmm. He's very big and Broadway.
He's a great dancer. He's an amazing performer.
Yes.
So I feel like that all connects to me with Wayne Brady. Like the way he dances, he is dynamic. I love him. I want him to win.
Well, that was my number one reason for thinking it was Wayne Brady. Was I watched Whose Line Is It Anyways like crazy. It's one of my favorite TV shows, if not my favorite TV show of all time. Mm-hmm. And he moves just like how the fox is moving. Yeah. I don't want it to be Jamie Foxx. They keep saying Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx. I'm like, you can't mute your phone when we're recording.
Sorry. Your phone is doing it too, though. They're talking to both of us, so whoever it is, hey.
Hey. No, but I'm hoping it's Wayne Brady, because Wayne Brady is in my top 5 favorite celebrities of all time. So that would be really cool to see him up there. But this episode, on episode 7...
Hey, the verdict is out. When you hear a ding, 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 it means we are correct.
Wayne Brady, well, I shouldn't say Wayne, I'm saying Wayne Brady like I know who it is.
Jeez, I'm feeling the love today.
The fox, hands down, was my favorite performance in episode 7. He did like this breakout dance routine. Like, he has to be a performer to dance like that. They were doing MC Hammer moves. I don't know if there was a connection to MC Hammer or not, but they had MC Hammer pants, and they were like, he did a whole little solo, and he broke it down. And Wayne Brady can dance, and he can sing.
Ooh, yes, triple threat, yeah. He also won Emmys, so I think they had an Emmy there as a clue, and he did win Emmys for the Wayne Brady show, and then also Let's Make a Deal. Okay. I'm trying to think of other things. Let's see.
Oh, the 30-year career. He said he was with a pack of talented fellas, and that could easily be Wayne Brady on Whose Line Is It Anyways. Yeah. He's with a pack of fellas there. Now, if you want to go back to one of the original guesses, was the actor who played, because he does a lot of superhero, and it could be the guy who plays Hawkeye, which was a lot of people were guessing that one, and he's with a pack of talented superheroes. But I don't know if that's who it is or not.
Well, there was something else I made note of. He had a set list, okay? So on his set list, he had Everybody Say Yeah, Sugar Daddy, Cabaret, and You and Me. And so with a little bit of digging, I found out that he sang a song called Everybody Say Yeah for a musical called Kinky Boots. And he was on Broadway and in Cabaret. So he also released a song called You and Me. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's definitely Wayne Brady. That made no sense, but whatever. Okay, moving on.
It made sense to me.
Okay, so then they have round 2. You have round 2 for episode 5 and 6 that they put together after the World Series. So you have the Black Widow, And I'm pretty sure that you guys already know this by now. Black Widow was eliminated.
And it was who I was hoping it was, Raven. We guessed Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Raven is another. They got a lot of really positive people on this season. Have you noticed that?
I love her spunk. I love her positive ray of sunshine.
I'm gonna
energy.
do my Raven impression.
I can't hold it very well. It's probably shaking right now.
Keep in mind, I've been holding this for now 17 minutes.
Yeah, but I got little baby hands. Has anyone ever seen these hands? I mean, they are like children's hands.
She's got little hands.
Okay, so we talked about before how she's from Georgia, definitely. The Bel Air was that she was on Fresh Prince of Bel Air at one time, wasn't she? She guest starred.
Guest starred.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and
Fresh
she
Prince
was
of Bel-Air.
a teen psychic on That's So Raven.
Raven.
That is so Raven. So
Raven.
I was thinking it was a little odd. She was my favorite before, in the very beginning, and I don't think that she did a bad job with her performance. I thought it was really cute that all of her dancers, like I said in the episode 5 and 6, that they all had a sling.
Well, my theory is that because she mentioned in her interview, she needs surgery on her arm, and she's holding up on that surgery so that she can finish The Masked Singer. My guess is they went ahead and eliminated her, so she can go get her surgery. That's my guess.
Because that really, what do you guys think? I didn't really like that.
Oh, she's performing
vote.
really well.
I don't think that vote was
Yeah.
legit. No.
I feel pretty certain that it's because she needed to go get her operation.
Bummer for Raven, but super cool that she was able to be a part of this show. All right, the thingamajig. Nicole's all obsessed with him. They're probably going to have a date as soon as he is revealed. Some people think it was Dennis Rodman. I still am not going to bet on that because Dennis is way more flamboyant and I think would be way more animated than the thingamajig.
I think at this point everyone knows who Thingamajig is. It's that Vincent guy from the Pacers.
No, his name's Victor.
Victor Vincent.
How do you say his name?
I don't watch basketball. I don't know because I was saying it wrong.
Oladipo?
No, we're saying it wrong. I watched a video and they said it way different than we're saying it.
Lord have mercy. But apparently he is Dapper Dan, okay? So he has his own shoe line, and I believe he likes to wear bow ties. And actually one of the clues, well, that was in his clue package, by the way. And then he also had American Sign Language, and I did a little bit of digging on that particular dude, and it says that his sister was deaf when he was young.
Oh.
So.
I mean, it's like everyone knows who Thingamajig is by now.
Yeah. Do you guys agree? Okay.
Of course
now
you do.
we'll move on to the butterfly. Oh, I love the butterfly.
Or fly.
The butterfly. She said that she was singing in a choir when she was as young as 7 years old. She put a car salesman of the year. That was like say to the what, confused me. And forensic was her little clue that she had brought from home, a little forensic box full of forensic stuff. So I still think that it's Michelle Williams, and the reason why is because she started her career as a singer when she was 7 years old in a choir. She went to school for criminal justice, and she's known to be a car fanatic. So do you guys have any other guesses? Because I think it is hands down Michelle Williams. Especially if you go back and look at our other videos, I think all of the clues are very relevant to her as well. So now we have the leopard. The leopard is trying to trick us. I really feel that the leopard is trying to trick us.
So we've been going hardcore that we think it's Dennis Rodman. Michelle, our loyal subscriber, has dug up a ton of proof that she thinks it's Seal. A lot of people are saying it's Seal. And I'm going to keep saying it's Dennis Rodman, only because I hope it's Dennis Rodman, but it sounds like it's probably Seal. Go ahead.
Well, I will say that, like, sometimes I'll shut my eyes, or if, like I said, if I'm in the other room and I hear, and I did actually feel like I heard Seal's voice this go around. The only thing is this flamboyant personality is just not something that I resonate with Seal, but who knows? I'm not a, major Seal fan. But they were saying that one of the clues was that once a young cub, he was on the road, and they were saying that when he was younger, he started off kind of on the road. That's where he got his start from. Also, there was a reference to him doing slow jams that he played at the White House. That was in the little tabloids. And he did once perform at the White House for Obama. And then, of course, all these other tabloids, I guess Seal's relationship with Heidi Klum, that's something that people keep discussing with his tabloids and, all the hoopla. What do you guys think, Dennis Rodman or Seal? I don't think any of the other guesses really resonate with me. I feel like it's either one or the other.
I mean, this is almost like Thingamajig, where it's like 99% probably Seal, but my 1% is going to hold out that I hope it's Dennis Rodman.
Because we want to be right. But I will tell you, I feel like there's just a few that I feel really confident about. One is Chris Daughtry, and the other one is Patti LaBeouf. And also Wayne Brady. Never mind, there's 3. I feel very confident about those. Okay. Voice alone. Forget the clues. Voice. And then lastly, I think one of the other best performers, I'd like to see the 2 of them go toe-to-toe, the fox and the flamingo. The flamingo is phenomenal.
The flamin' flamingo.
Flaming. But in episode 6, I believe, she sang that song Never Enough, and she was just so amazing. I got goosebumps. It was a beautiful song. It was very touching. It even touched the judges. So I do think that this is Adrienne Billion. I don't really know that much about her. All I know is that she did get 2 NAACP awards, okay, for her talk show that she was in, and I found out what it was. I think it's called The Reel, and they did show some reels.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
She definitely can sing, dance, and act. She's a triple threat. She was part of the Cheetah Girls. Did they show Cheetah Prince?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, forget it. It's Adrienne Billion. She's Spanish. She's a Latina. And yeah, those were my clues that I felt connected to her. Some people said it was Fantasia.
Nah, it's not Fantasia.
I forget it. We're getting down here closer to the end, and I think that, you know, with all of the clues, I think we have started to nail them.
Yep, I agree.
Although I can't take credit for everything because, you know, I had to do a little bit of digging and some research. So who do you think your top 2 favorite performers are right now?
I'm going to go Rottweiler and Fox.
Oh, the Rottweiler?
Yeah.
All right, Chris Daughtry and Wayne Brady. Mine obviously is Wayne Brady and Adrienne Billion. So
what if they're not those people?
What? No, they are.
But they might not be.
They are.
So thank you guys for coming back and watching our videos. We'll be back next week, and we'll have episode 8. We'll be on time, and we'll be ready to go.
Yes, so weekly. Start catching up with us weekly again, and thank you for your patience.
Yep, we also put out a Fur Baby Friday yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it's adorable. We showcased the 3 kittens that we adopted. Corinne here made some really tasty treats for them, and they loved them. So if you have cats at home, or you just want to see our cute cats, check out that episode. It is right here. I never can tell what side it's on. So make sure you watch that video, and stay tuned, subscribe, like us, tell your friends about us. I think you need to buy a billboard and put Life After Neverland on the billboard to help us out.
Yeah. No, actually, we'll get one made. You can put it on the back of your car. You're going to look so cool, right? The last thing I wanted to say, we talked about one of our Michelles. We have 2 Michelles that are super sweet. We mention them all the time because they're always commenting, reaching out to us on Instagram. The Michelle that we spoke about just now that seems to know for sure that Seal was the leopard. She also has a YouTube page. It's called Michelle Noel Creations, and I love it a lot because she shows a lot of cool crystals and gems, how to use them, where to find them, all that good stuff. It is cold. Sean's hand is shaking. You guys, we'll see you next time. God bless.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, jeez.